English is superior to Thai, and it's a fact. And I don't apologise for saying that. Look at them, bloody Indians. Rebellion against other YouTubers. I can't stand the way they portray falsities of Thailand, claiming that it's wonderful and everything is beautiful about it. I don't think so. And I'm at no disadvantage, because the advantages of speaking English outweigh the disadvantages of not being able to speak Thai if you live in Thailand. Am I glad I speak English? Look at them, bloody Indians. I mean, did they ever hear of travelling solo? Why in the name of God do they always travel in groups? But I'll say this for them, at least they speak English. Can you imagine being a Thai? Can you imagine it? I'm going to tell you how insular. I mean, going around in groups like that, they're gone. They're in their rented car. Going around in groups like that, you don't get to experience the real deal. It's only when you're on your own do you have to ask questions and find out for yourself. But when you travel in groups, like a group of bloody Indians, they rely on each other, and they're insular, just like the Thais. Totally insular, because they can't speak bloody English. You see, there's reason in my madness. On the whole, on average, the Thai language possesses about 40,000 words, which is minuscule compared to English. English has hundreds and hundreds of thousands of words. Its vocabulary is so much richer. The Thai language is a beautiful language, but I'm so glad that I'm a native English speaker, because if I was a native Thai speaker and couldn't speak English, or let's say Spanish or French, or a more global language, my understanding of the outside world would be absolutely restricted and limited. And in fact, it is. That's why Thais don't know much about the outside world, is because their source of news can only come from one source, and that's the Thai language. And although it's rich and it's beautiful and all the rest of it, compared to English, it's hugely restrictive. I'm so glad I'm not a Thai native speaker. Well, put it this way, that's wrong to say that. I would love to be a Thai native speaker, just like Harry. He's bilingual. But I would like to be a Thai native speaker along with English or French or Spanish, if you know what I mean. Primarily English. I'm not being arrogant. I'm just facing facts. Did you ever wonder why Thais don't know much, and they don't ask anyway? It's because they can't speak English. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful place to be, but it's a wonderful realization to know that you're privileged and you're at a distinct advantage because you speak English. People have asked questions of me or laughed about the fact that I don't speak Thai, but I laugh back at them. I don't want to, because I don't have to. And that's not being derogatory whatsoever. I'll say it again, the Thai language is a beautiful language. And I wish I could speak it more clearly, but I don't have to. And I'm at no disadvantage, because the advantages of speaking English outweigh the disadvantages of not being able to speak Thai if you live in Thailand. They're at the loss, not me. You see, the thing I hate about other YouTubers, and I'd love to mention names, but I'm not going to, because that would be unfair. Other YouTubers go around singing the praises and everything's wonderful. It's not bloody wonderful. It's just normal. Can you speak Thai? And if you can, fair play to you. But if you're a fluent Thai speaker, you'll be very, very aware that English grammar is far superior to Thai. And English vocabulary is infinitely, well, not infinitely, but immensely more, has a greater volume, let's say, than Thai. If you want to talk about grammar, the Thai tenses, there's no such thing. The verbs don't conjugate in Thai. There's no plurals. There's no pronouns. You know, it's so, and there's no articles. But we can say as well, in Russian and Slavic languages there's no articles, but Slavic languages have their own complexity that Thai lacks. Okay, you got your tones, that's bloody complex. You've got oodles of consonants. What is it, 40 something? And 20 odd vowels? Don't correct me, I know you'll correct me if I'm wrong. So it has its complexities, but compared to Latin languages, let's say, it kind of pales in comparison. So again, I'm not saying anything derogatory whatsoever. There's always going to be good and bad. There's always going to be someone better than you and worse than you. In my opinion, I just think Latin languages are far superior to other languages. And that includes my own language, Gaelic. Gaelic is not a Latin language. It is very complex in terms of sentence structure and verbiage and all this, that and the other. But English is such an expressive, beautiful language. I can express myself whatever way I want to. I can speak academically in English in any way I want to. I'm completely equipped to speak about academic subjects and scientific subjects in English. But if I do that in Thai, I'm heavily reliant on borrowed words from English. This may be just my own opinion, but it's my own opinion based on my experience. It doesn't always have to be fantastic. It doesn't always have to be bullshit beautiful. I just can't stand, this is my rebellion against other YouTubers. I can't stand the way they portray falsities of Thailand, claiming that it's wonderful and everything is beautiful about it. I don't think so. I think it's a wonderful country, yes, but not everything is wonderful, just like anywhere else. The food, as I said millions of times, is not wonderful. It's okay. It can be very okay and wonderful on occasion, but it's not wonderful. I'm wonderful. And I'm sure you're wonderful. I'm sure you are. We're all wonderful. You know, I try to bring you the reality of Thailand. I know you know that. I'll say it again, just to silence all the do-gooders who think everything's wonderful in Thailand and they make those videos because they're YouTubers who don't tell the bloody truth. Just to silence them. I'm not being derogatory in any way, shape or form. This is a fact. This is a fact. It is a fact that I believe, that I feel and I know based on my experience that English is far superior to Thai, in my opinion. Because I can express myself in oodles of ways. There's a word that doesn't exist in Thai, oodles. And is there an equivalent? I'd say not. But isn't it wonderful that we can have this realization? Everybody probably believes that their language is easier than a language that they might want or they might have to learn. That's basic human nature, that's the way it is. But I, as a professional, have had the pleasure of speaking to students of English who have told me that when they speak English, they have to think in a different way. When you speak a different language, you have to speak in a different way. When you speak a different language, you have to think in a different way. And more than one has told me that they can be more expressive in English than they can in their own language. So don't give it to me, you other YouTubers who go around with blinkers on and say everything is wonderful. It's not. It's not. It's my opinion that I have a superior knowledge of what goes on in the outside world based on the fact that I am privileged to be a native English speaker. And I'm not just singling out English, I'm talking about Italian and French and Spanish, Portuguese, okay, German, okay, I said it. Why should I be apologetic? You see, on my last video I said I'm a loner. I'm not part of a group, and I never will be. I never have been, and I never will be. So I won't sit back and row in with the settled community, with the established community of YouTubers who perpetually talk bullshit. There you go. In my opinion, that's what I'm not saying every one of them. No, there's some wonderful Western YouTubers based in Thailand, but there's an awful lot of them that go around with bloody GoPros around Pattaya and places like that, talking absolute dribble. It's a fact. You see, I'm tired of being politically correct. If you know anything about Thailand, Thailand is one of those places where you don't necessarily have to be politically correct. It's fantastically, terrifically different to the West in that regard. I am totally tired of watching my P's and Q's. I was in Europe, afraid of saying the wrong thing or referring to someone with using the wrong pronoun. Look where that's got us, huh? In Ireland, with an Irish citizen held in contempt of court for using the wrong pronoun. Well, I'm not going to go into all the details, but anyone in Ireland will know what I'm talking about. This is this political correctness gone totally off the scale. I'm not politically correct, and I don't want to be. Other YouTubers are. They're afraid of standing on someone's toes. They're afraid of breaking the mold. And that's why Thai YouTube, or Westerners based in Thailand, find that kind of, people have found that kind of content is banal and repetitive and bullshit. And that's what it is. I'm going off on a bit of a tangent. But yet again, I will stand up for myself and say English is superior to Thai, and it's a fact. And I don't apologise for saying that. You see, the word superior is subjective and relative. And if you disagree with me, you're quite entitled to do so. But I'm quite entitled to say that if you disagree with me that English is superior to Thai, you're a do-gooder. You're afraid to say it as it is. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. And if you want me to qualify that, globally, what language is used for business and commerce and all in sundry? What? What? Yes, English. And what language isn't? What? What? Yes, Thai. So therefore, English is superior to Thai. I think that this video will be taken in lots of different ways, and people will accuse me from the outset of being a racist, and people will accuse me from the outset of being derogatory and disrespectful. I am absolutely not. I respect Thailand. I respect Thai people. I respect the Thai language. But just to be able to say one thing is better than the other, why should I feel embarrassed, and why should I be apologetic for saying it? Because in my view, it's a fact. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with the other. If I see the other as better, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the other. I prefer to live in Thailand because in my view, life in Thailand is superior to life in my country. That's a fact. Does it mean that life in my country is bad? No, it doesn't. It's in my opinion that it's superior. The weather in Thailand, in my opinion, is superior to the weather in my country. But the language isn't. There you go. I know that lots of people will be inspired to leave a comment. And please do. Because that's what it's all about. Bloody dogs. That's what it's all about. That's what makes life interesting. Being argumentative and disrupting the apple cart. Because that's what keeps it interesting. I don't know what they're doing down there at all. They're probably looking at me wondering what the hell I'm doing. But I don't care. I'm curious actually. Are they Thai? Looks like they're staying the weekend. This is the long week in Thailand, the new year, where the primate city of Bangkok empties out and everyone goes off to their home sod. I hope, and I'll say this, I wish each and every one of you a very happy new year. This is not the last video before of 2025. Here's a dog, look, he's coming up behind me there now, look. Are you okay? I think he is. He's one of Kunjup's dogs. That's her cousin who's working, sweeping around there. Can you see him? He doesn't get upset. He's not upset that I'm offering a critique on English versus Thai. When one versus the other, something has to be victorious. And in my opinion, it's English. There you go. It's the only aspect of my culture that I think is superior to Thai. That's one of the only. So there you go. Please, please, please let me know what you think in the comment section, because I'd be only too eager to interact with you, and not that I need to defend my opinion, but maybe I'll have to. I think people who disagree will have to defend their opinion. Let's see what happens anyway. Whatever you do, if you haven't done so already, click that like button, the share button, subscribe button. Do all those wonderful things, and I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks for joining me. I haven't a clue who they are. He's curious too, look.